More side shoots.
More side shoots? Don't plant any more side shoots. Morning. We're at our first plot today. We're just doing some tidying up. We didn't come down yesterday, so nothing's been watered. But we're just going to show you how it's all grown in the polytunnel and outside. So we've got a lot of work to do in here. I'm taking the courgettes out. There's a few tomato plants as well need hooking up and keeping out the way. I've got a harvest of cauliflower, nearly forgot what they were called. I think I've got 2 or 3 here maybe that I'll take home today, and then we'll just check outside. We've got a little greenhouse down the bottom. Eric said that the courgette plant in there is massive, so I'm going to go down and have a look. Let's go and see. Is Eric just doing a bit weeding?
Full of busy.
Full of busy. So this is where the little greenhouse is. That we've got some tomatoes, chilies, abnormally shaped cucumbers, if that's even a thing. Yeah, what on earth's gone on with that little dude? I don't know. There's a new one coming through. So here's the courgettes. These are not a stripy variety, so I don't know why they've gone like this, but we'll take them home and I'll give them a go. I'll put them in a curry or something, but I think that'll be the end of that today. A few tomato plants in here. These were off suckers from a friend, so I don't know what variety they are, but again they'll go towards our tomato sauce project that we're going to try and make. And then we've got that one here, got a few on there as well, and these chili plants as well. I think these have got a couple of chilies on. Yeah, there's a couple on there that I'll have a better look later on. So we've had a tidy up in there. The courgette's gone. I showed you the 2 that have come off there. I've tidied up the tomato plant as well, cut some stems off, and I've planted 2 suckers in where the courgettes were. The cucumber, we're just going to leave it. There's a couple more coming through. Don't know whether they'll work or not. And then in here we've got, I'm sure this is more cauliflower. In that bed, I think there's 4 or 5, maybe 6 that have been untouched because of this netting. It's still early in the morning, too early on a Sunday. But yeah, everything's looking great down here. So the peas that are coming through, we've got a couple already, which is great. So the peas that I took out of the other plot, these are starting to come through on this. I think there's 2 varieties. So there's Pea Ambassador, and there's a few on the right that are sugar snaps. But like, I'm not bothered because they can go in curries. I'll eat them with the hummus, or I'll just eat them sneakily when he comes down in the morning and water before I get a chance to eat anything. You've got to what? Check them. Yeah, check to see if they're eatable. Yeah. Edible, yeah. Taties, King Edwards in here. I think these were put in Easter time, maybe just after Easter. This sweet corn has took ages to come up. It's the first time we've used straw to mulch anything, but these sweet corn's just taking forever. I think this is baby sweet corn. I can't even remember. I didn't label anything. I've done a right dummy thing this year without labelling stuff. But the asparagus is coming up absolutely fab. And the leeks as well. One of our friends has asked last year if she could have some leeks. They were more like spring onions, so they weren't very, very good. But these leeks are absolutely fantastic. They look gorgeous as well, so we're looking forward to them. So in the polytunnel, we've got a couple of side shoots that Eric put in. Onions, a couple of parsnips and some carrots. These are the only carrots that we've got planted. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can have 2 each for dinner when they're ready. Oh no, that's a parsnip. And that's the other side shoot tomato that Eric sneakily put in again.
fell in.
It fell in, yeah. So this is the cauliflower. A couple of these are still too small to get. That one looks like it's been eaten. Brussels sprouts are doing great up here. These haven't got any caterpillars on. Like, oh yes, hold on. I've just found one in there. Can you see him? Oh, right, okay. We'll have to
find him a new home.
Find him a new home, yes. But these are doing much better than they were down 40. I didn't plan to put this Brussels sprout plant here, so I don't know how it's getting there because they were all broccoli and cauliflower in that bed. Cauliflower on this side. This is the stuff that I'm going to take home. This has been eaten, so I think the little caterpillars have possibly got a mate on this side. But I'm going to take these out today, leave that one, and then there's a couple at the back that are quite big as well, so I think we'll get rid of these today. Tomatoes, these are tigerellas. We've got the gigantor down there that you'll be able to see. There's a couple in there. There's some beetroot at the back. This courgette needs to come out because it's starting to get right in the way now. Spring onions, they're doing good. I thought would have had some before now, but haven't. And then on this side there's some more tigerella tomatoes that are coming through absolutely fabulous. Look at them. They're lush, aren't they? Yeah. And then the peppers that are doing awesome. Haven't been touched, not eaten down here like they are in the greenhouse down the other one. But there's a one at the back that's like a really funny shape going on. Don't know what's happening with that one, but this one is that's huge. So well happy with those. Just hope there's no little caterpillars inside somewhere. So I'm just going to tidy up here and then go down to the other plot and see what's happening down there.
More side shoots.
More side shoots? Don't plant any more side shoots.
Like tomatoes.
Cobwebs. So I've just taken about 5 caterpillars off this Brussels sprout. I spoke too soon. But I'm going to leave it. We're going to try and prop it up and leave it before taking the leaves off. I've read up that you take, you don't have to prune them, but you generally take them off about August, September, or 3 weeks before you first harvest them. So we're going to leave it until the end of August, just prop it up for now. But while I'm doing this, I've just spotted about another 10 caterpillars, so I best get on it. So we found the culprits. There was loads more caterpillars than we expected. All the kale's gone, 3 cauliflowers off all the Brussels sprouts. There will be more, but you can never find them all. But we found loads actually sitting in with the cauliflower. It's always a telltale sign as well, because you can see like little balls of poop on the leaves or around the bottom of the plant, which I did on this side. So I've then had a look at the kale that was in there that sprouted from a main shoot that I had from last year, and there was like 10 to 15 caterpillars on the underside. Eric had already removed 5 off one leaf on the top side, and then when I looked underneath there was just absolutely gazillions of them. So that kale's just completely gone. We didn't put any kale in this year, so that was a bonus that it come from last year's harvest, but it's all gone in the compost bin. So yeah, but we're finished up here now. We've watered everything, tidied round, and we're going to go down to the other plot and check what's on there. So come on, we'll give you an update down there. And we're here. Looks pretty bare now because we did all that work the other day. Nothing in that bed at the front. Beetroot, the broccoli's gone, it's all under the cloche. And then that one, all the onions were in there, they're taken out. So we'll have to see what jobs we've got down here today. But first I want a coffee and a biscuit. Slug pellet is made for a reason, right? It says what it does on the tin, yet it doesn't really do its purpose, because these guys, and even the wool. Yes, we talked about the wool working. No, it doesn't. They're using it like the sheep do to keep warm. I got a text yesterday off a client and a friend asking us if we wanted these before she binned them. They're quite heavy. I'm guessing they're like little concrete statues, but they get cute. There's 7, so you'll have seen the one that I put up on the other plot. But then we've brought these ones down here. I don't know if they're different or if they're all actually the same. Oh no, because he's got a little spade, or he's missing a nose. And this dude's got a little mushroom. Oh, aren't they cute? Oh, we'll get them dotted around, and they're our new mates. It was going to be on slug patrol, okay?